Hello and welcome to This Day Devo with Pastor Guy, One Life Church. Honored to have you. If you enjoyed today's time, I would invite you to please remember to like and subscribe and to share and let the internet know that you were here and that you enjoyed yourself. And today I want to talk about sharpening your axe and the woodcutter. I've done a little bit of axe sharpening in my life. I've done a little bit of wood splitting in my life. I don't heat with wood or anything like that, but I enjoy a good campfire. And a couple summers ago, I had 3 trees cut down in my yard, and I said to the guy cutting the trees down, I said, "Hey, leave me all of the logs. I want to split these for firewood." And I had a friend from the church also bring over some white oak that was cut so that I could split it. And my purpose was to go out there in the wee hours of the morning and just split some wood and have a good time, break a sweat, kind of just earn my keep a little bit, right? And I enjoyed that for a time. It took a lot longer than I thought it would, but it was a good season, and I do have a lot of firewood now, and I'm thankful for that. But I want to start with a story. You may be familiar with this. If the mythology is correct, Abraham Lincoln once told a story like this about the woodcutter. There once was a woodcutter who showed up at a log mill. The pay was good, and the working conditions were good too. So the woodcutter decided to be a good example. On the first day, he introduced himself to the foreman, who gave him an axe and assigned him to a certain spot in the forest. The man was excited, and he went into the forest to work, and in one single day, he cut down 18 trees. "Good job," the foreman told him. "Keep it up." Encouraged by the foreman's words, the woodcutter decided to improve on his work the next day. So he went to bed early that night, and the next morning he got up very early, before anyone else, and he went out into the forest. He worked very hard, but was only able to cut down 15 trees. The next day, even though he worked just as many hours, he was only able to cut down 7 trees, then 5, and then on the 5th day, only 2. Worried about his foreman and what he would say, the woodcutter went to tell him what was happening and to promise that he was giving him his best effort. The foreman quietly asked him, "Well, sir, when was the last time you sharpened your axe?" "Sharpen my axe? I haven't the time. I'm too busy cutting down trees." One of the most inconsistent practices for many Christians is to spend time daily with God. Each day, the responsibilities of our lives, they pull us in a lot of different directions, and they often pull us away from God. And yet, making time to build a vibrant relationship with God is what we need to face our day. If we're going to grow into the men and women that God has called us to become, we must take time to sit down and sharpen our axe. See, when our axe gets dull, we have to spend twice as much energy to produce half the results. Jesus even spent time away in prayer. Mark 1:35 says, "And rising very early in the morning, while it was still dark, he departed and he went out to a desolate place, and there he prayed." I would encourage you that today, as I'm recording this, is the last weekday, December 30th of 2022, and starting on January 2nd of 2023, I am going to be doing Devos through the New Testament and through the book of Genesis. So I want to encourage you to consider joining me and sharpening your axe every morning by spending some time in the Word. And by the end of the year, you will have read the entire book, the entire New Testament and the book of Genesis. And I'll tell you what, that's an important thing to prioritize and sharpen your axe and strengthen and grow and mature in your faith. Thank you for being here. I do hope that you have a wonderful day. If you like what I had to say, like, subscribe, share would be wonderful. Have a great day. Bye. Take my